Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. Well, welcome folks to another edition of Black Metal and Brews. Today, we're on day 5 of beer camp. As you can see, I got in a little trouble with the counselors who decided that I needed to clean up my act. So, here at Beer Camp, we're going the clean-cut route now, guys. It's been a very traumatic time so far, as I'm sure you've all noticed. And with my newly stripped appearance, we're going to take things to a more stripped bear level, both musically and possibly with the beer. Although, again, I haven't tried this yet. We're going to find out. Today's music comes to us courtesy of This Station of Life, whose tape Plastic Fire we're going to be examining today. Whose shirt I'm also wearing because I like to do that. We're going to be pairing this with the Chico King Pale Ale, a collaboration between, this time, Sierra Nevada Brewing Company and Three Floyds, whose beers I've been hearing about for so long, and I'm really excited to try. Three Floyds, as you may know, is known for doing some metal-themed beers. I believe they're based out of Chicago, Illinois. They did a beer with Pig Destroyer. I'll admit that's all that comes to mind right now because I'm on camera, and of course I don't have my resources at my disposal. But their Dark Lord beer is renowned. Dark Lord Day, when it comes, apparently is just a madhouse. So, I've never tried it. I've never had a single Three Floyds beer, as I already mentioned. But I'm about to find out what happens when they make a pale ale with Sierra Nevada, who are arguably the kings of the pale ale. In fact, for a long time, I only knew Sierra Nevada Brewing Company as the folks who made that pale ale in the big green box. I now know they've got a lot more going on than that, and it's exciting. This Station of Life, which we're listening to now, raw, visceral, filthy, hardcore, through a black lens, but really it's just raw. It strikes me in a way, this may be a little out there on the black metal thing, but that feeling of urgency and pain and desperation I felt from some of Page 99's recordings when I was a younger guy, this instills that same sense of urgency and rawness. Plastic Fire sounds like it was recorded live, although I don't know. This tape soars by. It's a really quick tape, fast, short, and I think that while I could listen to it repeatedly, the urgency that is conveyed here is amplified by the brevity. If this had gone on for a while, it may get weaker towards the end, but this is a really strong tape. I feel like this band would be awesome to see at a basement show or something, because it's just intense. Also, I've noticed, and this may not be the case necessarily, but it does seem that a lot of the first batch of colloquial sound bands have color themes to them. This Station of Life has green on most of their stuff, and while this is kind of muted, like abandoned building pictures to it, it seems almost, it's still got that greenish hue to it. I'll admit that I don't know the meaning behind the band, but their first demo, as well as the tape that followed this, which was World Dies Laughing, are both green, much like my shirt. I'm sure there's something to it. One day we'll get to the bottom of it. So as you can see, we've got while the ale may be pale, got a nice dark amber there, a caramel color. Really just full nose there. Nice malty, citrusy characteristics, which is interesting for a pale ale, but I'll admit, as with the Pilsner, I haven't had one of these in a while because I usually veer towards darker beers or the Belgian style. But given that these two breweries are what's up in terms of the pale ale and just generally inventive, exciting beers, I think that if anybody's going to do it right, it's going to be these folks who have bestowed this beer unto me. I also like that Three Floyds just focuses so heavily on on metal music. So there's just that kicking sweetness, which is really exciting and surprising for me in a pale ale. Sorry. So, it's interesting. It's not as thin a body as I'd think of a pale ale to be. A pale ale to be. I think I said paleo there or something. This is, in flavor, it's got a little more of that bitterness, that citrus that I'd expect from something that's hop forward rather than malt forward. So it's nice. It's got that sweetness. It's mostly bitter, and just, it's surprisingly good. I'll admit I was not necessarily expecting to be amazed by this, and I don't know if amazed is the right word, but I'm quite impressed. Similarly, as I've said in previous videos about the colloquial sound tapes, this one was a grower, but dear God has it grown on me. There's a ferocity and passion, there's a rawness, there's so much empty space in this album. There's a tension that's built from song to song. The songs Pick and My Hunger especially really just get me every time I hear them. I know that Axomite of the Colloquial Sound Bands has been playing live the most, but I don't know if anyone from this station of life is watching this, if that band is still active. It's been a while since their last tape. You guys should tour, because it would be awesome. I'd go nuts. You can hear those vocals, they're just feral, and I've used that term too much in some of my reviews, but here it's really, this is pissed off. It's great, just snarling fury. Love it. Can't say enough about it. As for the beer, I'm, as you can see, working through it. It's nice not having a mustache, getting foam stuck in it, and looking like a dweeb. Who knows? I may actually even stay this way a while. Yeah, so it's got a little bit of that tart on the tongue. Overall, I'd say this is a respectable beer. I'm still aching to try a Three Floyds beer on its own, just because I've never had that opportunity. If anybody out there has the power to make that happen for me, well, it'll be me traveling. That's who it would be. But for now, thanks for tuning in, guys. I've had a wonderful time drinking with you, listening to music with you, and feeling the wind on my face with you. I'll see you guys tomorrow for another installment of Beer Camp on Black Metal and Brews. Cheers.